Was it more about Scott Boras's ability to sell players, or was it the Red Sox want him badly?
The Red Sox wanted him badly. There's a reason that Scott Boras and his representatives jumped and took the deal very, very quickly. A lot of times we see them stretch out negotiations, make it a little bit of I don't want to say a show, but make it a little bit of a production, try and raise their value, pit teams against one another. Yoshida signed very, very quickly. They didn't hesitate once he got this offer. So again, it's another indication that even perhaps Boras and his staff knew that this was a great deal that was going to be well above what they would otherwise get.
What kind of numbers do you think are acceptable for the Red Sox, considering his contract?
I mean, when you pay a player the amount they paid him, you're hoping for at least 280 with 20 home runs and serviceable defense in the outfield, average-ish, 270 with 15 homers and not great defense. Again, that's not a bad player, but it's not what you want for the money you spent. So 280 with 20 homers is kind of what you're hoping for at a minimum here based on what they spent.
How do you think the Red Sox fan will react if he doesn't clear those figures?
Well, Red Sox fans are already very, very angry at their front office for letting Xander Bogaerts go, and the initial public reviews of Yoshida have soured them on him as well. So, and it's, again, I feel bad for Yoshida. It's unfair to him, but Red Sox fans are going to be very, very aggressive if he comes out slowly, if he does not start well, because they're already very angry and they're ready to pounce. And if he comes out and gets off to a slow start, it could get pretty ugly.
And they're pretty passionate fans, right, in Boston?
Extremely passionate fans. So even when they're not angry, they have high expectations for their players and are very, very invested in their players' success. And if they don't live up to their expectations, they let players know about it very, very loudly and publicly. But now you have them all riled up because, again, the front office is letting a lot of good players go in recent years and not getting a whole lot in return. And now they signed Yoshida to a contract that most other teams thought was a massive overpay. Red Sox fans are not going to be very patient if Yoshida comes out and struggles.
Well, it seems like Yoshida has gotten a great contract, but he has a lot on his shoulders right now.
He does, and it's unfortunate, right? You feel bad for him. He didn't do anything wrong. He played baseball to the best of his ability and got rewarded with a massive contract. That's every player's goal. But handling pressure is something that comes when you sign in Boston or New York in particular. And I think every Japanese player knows that. Both the Red Sox and then also the Yankees and Mets in New York have signed a lot of Japanese players over the years. And there's an understanding that there's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of eyes on you, and there's going to be high expectations. A lot of Japanese players have handled that very, very well in New York and Boston. We've seen a lot of successful Japanese players come over and play for the Red Sox, all pitchers, but nonetheless, there's been a lot of success. The Yankees, there's been some good, some bad. The Mets as well, there's been some good, some less good, but again, it just comes with the territory. And I think every player who signs with one of those markets, they understand that.
How about Shintaro Fujinami of the Hanshin Tigers, who hasn't signed with any teams yet?
He's someone that's been very, very frustrating for a long time because you see the physicality and the delivery. He's 6'6", 180. I was listed 180. I think he's probably a little bigger now, but it's a picture perfect pitcher's body. The delivery, the stuff, it's just so appealing and so intriguing. And then the control just disappears on him. You see this 100-mile-an-hour fastball out of this beautiful delivery and arm action, and it just sails on him, and it's a ball out of the hand. You see the stuff to succeed. You see the physicality. It's quote unquote what they look like, so to speak, but the control has just regressed and been so inconsistent, and he's been up and down from the Japanese minors. And look, this is a guy that when he was first coming up was being compared to Shohei Ohtani. I remember talking to a scout who's been in the Pacific Rim for a long time. And he said he remembers walking out of a game at the Tokyo Dome where Shohei Ohtani pitched against Shintaro Fujinami, and you walk out and you said, I don't know which one's better. They're dead even. I mean, he was thought of in that light, and then his control just got worse and worse and worse and worse. So it was a little bit better this last year, and that's where some teams are going to say, okay, because he improved it last year, can he sustain that? Can we help him improve it even more? And so that's where there's interest. But again, he's so talented, but you have to throw strikes. And a team in the United States that believes it can help him do that is going to take a chance, because there's so much talent in, he has so much talent.
There's just so much risk involved with that.
Right. And that's where you say, okay, we're going to take a shot on this, but it's hard to commit big dollars or long years, because as we saw even with Hanshin, he got moved up and down in the majors and minors. No one wants to get stuck in a Kiigawa situation like with the Yankees years ago, where you sign a guy for big money, then you have to send him to the minors. No one wants that. So teams are going to be very, very careful and very, very diligent, but I do think someone will take a shot.
Hey viewers, if you have any questions or comments, please let us know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future videos. Also, our books are available for purchase online or at local bookstores, so please check them out. I'll put the information in the description below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.